Okay, next question 4. What could be the answer? Two statements about the argon are given. Which is correct? Statement 1 is correct, but why statement 2 is not correct? Because it's written reactive. But this is a group 8 element, inert, so they are unreactive. Does not react. Question 7. The table gives the information about 4 elements. Which elements could be transition elements? First thing, you have to check the melting point, okay? So when you check the melting point, these are high melting points. These are low melting, like 98 is even water, boiling point of water is 100 and this solid is having a melting point of 98. So these two cannot be. So either R can be there or S or both of them. But when you check the electrical conductivity, R is conducting, sorry, R is not conducting, poor, this is conducting. So it shows that this is a metal, high density and green in color. So it should follow. Look, what the thing you have to check, you have to check the melting point should be high, density, color, and electrical conductivity, because it's a metal, so it should conduct electricity. So why Q cannot be, look, Q, if I check the, if you take a, like example, melting point, it's very low. Good conductivity, yes, but density also very low. Even this 0.97 gram per centimeter cube means it will float if I place on the surface of the water, because, or on the water, because water density is 1 gram per centimeter cube, and it is white. So this is also wrong. When you check Q, very low melting point, electrical conductivity good, density good, and colored is there. But one cross is there, it means this cannot be. This high melting point take, but it should conduct electricity, but it is not. Density, it's 2.3 is high, but their density about, I can consider this, but it is forming a colorless, so two crosses. High melting point, good, high density, forming a colored compound. Is it clear? Question number 10. Osmium is a transition element. Which row gives the expected properties of osmium? Melting point high, density high, and form a colored compound. So A will be the right answer. Two statements about the noble gases are given. Question 11. What could be the answer? Yeah, D is the right answer because they're not reactive, they're unreactive. That's true. Question 21. Why are weather balloons sometimes filled with helium rather than hydrogen? Why are weather balloons sometimes filled with helium rather than hydrogen? Helium is not you. Helium is less dense than hydrogen. That's wrong. Look, both are, hydrogen is less dense than helium. Density of hydrogen is less as compared to that of helium. But when we compare their density with air, both have low density compared to air. So this statement is not correct. So why we replace hydrogen in the weather balloon? Why we replace this hydrogen? Because helium is unreactive, not about the density. Both have low density compared to air, but when we compare the density of hydrogen with density of the helium, so hydrogen is having low density compared to helium. Reason why I skipped some of the question because I want you to solve as a homework. That's why I'm not discussing all of them. I want you to use your understanding when you solve the homework. Part of a periodic table is shown. Which row correctly describe the properties of element W, X, Y, and Z? Yeah, that's right. C is the answer. As you can see, uh, variable oxidation, transition element is there. React with cold water, alkali metals, very unreactive, and has four, because this is a group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4, so it will have 4 outer shell electrons. Which row describe the properties of typical transition metals? Melting point high, form colored compound, true, and can be used as a catalyst. That's correct. Question 38. Why is argon gas used to fill electric lamps? So D is the right answer because it is unreactive, does not react. Which statement about nitrogen and phosphorus is not correct? Now you can use the periodic table. You will find nitrogen and phosphorus both belongs to group 5. The question is which is not correct. Yeah, both are. It can, because if two elements belongs to same group, they cannot be in the same period, because the period to be in the same group, they belongs to different periods. Question 41. So chromium, iron, vanadium, these are transition element. What is common? They all conduct, because all are metals, they compound can be catalyst, they form colored compound. So A is the answer. Questions 44. Some properties of element X are shown. In which part of a periodic table X is found? Melting point 98, boiling point 883. It reacts with cold water to give hydrogen, and reaction when heated with oxygen burns to give a white solid. Look, because react with cold water means that, and give hydrogen. Alkali metals can react with cold water and give a hydrogen gas, and it is giving a white solid. So this confirms that it cannot be transition. So it cannot be transition. Group 8 is totally wrong because it says unreactive. So you are left with group 1 or group 7. And you can see the melting and the boiling point and giving of hydrogen gas. So group 1 react with water and give hydrogen gas. That's why A is a correct answer. Melting point 3422. Appearance gray. Appearance of chloride is dark blue. Density 19.2. Electrical conductivity is very good. Which properties would you expect this element to have? Brittle means like it can break down easily, form acidic oxide, a non-metal oxide, or highly reactive with water. So the right answer is A. Is it clear now? The periodic table, the topic periodic table, we've finished this, and the chapter periodic table, I will share the weekly homework with you related to the periodic table. So you can solve and it will improve your understanding. Any doubt related to the class today? Okay, so I'll end the session and share the recording with you.